Hi guys, this is my piano tutorial for Florence and the Machine's drumming song. Okay, so I had a really hard time with this, and that's why it took so long to get up, but there was a lovely person who requested it, and I hope this pleases them. I worked at it and worked at it and worked at it for days and days until at last I threw down my enemy and I smiled his ruin upon the mountainside. So, turns out there are only 4 chords and about 17 different patterns. So, we're going to jump right into it. The first thing you should know about this song is whatever chord you're playing, the thumb note is your bass, and it's going to be played in an octave down here with every single chord. And that means every single chord, even the ones where I don't play the octave because I've run out of keyboard. If you have more keyboard, play the octave. If you don't, just don't play the octave, just play that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to jump into the first verse, and the second verse are exactly the same, but we're starting with the first verse because anything else would just not make sense. And this is the chord. There is one chord to the verse, and it is that. There's a jumping noise inside my head that starts when you're around. Swear you can hear when you make such an almighty sound. There's a jumping noise inside my head that throws me to the ground. Swear you could hear when you make such an almighty sound. Into the chorus, which is going to be this chord and this chord played back and forth in a 4 count. So, 11 sirens, 11 bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. And then back to the verse, which is exactly the same. I ran to the tower where the church bells chime. I hope that they would clear my mind. They left a ringing in my ear, that drum still beating loud and clear. Back to the chorus. 11 sirens, 11 bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. And here the lyrics kind of pick up, but the chorus stay the same. 11 sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. 11 sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than. And then on held, you're going to go up to the first chord. Harder than hell. And right here you want to take a pause, because when we go into the bridgey part, well, we can just say the rest of the song is a bridge. But when you go into this part, you're going to be staying on this chord, so you don't want it to sound too monotonous, so you're going to go harder than hell. Don't stop. As I move my feet towards your body. And in that part, it's going to be this chord and this chord, just played back and forth in a 4 count. As I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. Fills my head up and gets louder and louder. Fills my head up and gets louder and louder. And from here you're going to go into I went to the river and I strayed. And that's going to be this chord. So from here you're going louder and louder. I ran to the river and dived straight in. I pray that the water would drown out the day. And then you're going to go into, but as the water fills my mouth, it couldn't wash the echoes out. And that is the chord progression of the chorus. So you go, but as the water fills my mouth, it couldn't wash the echoes out. But as the water fills my mouth, it couldn't wash the echoes out. I swallow the sound and it swallows me whole, 'cause there's nothing left inside my soul. And empty is that beating drum, but the sound is just beat. And that's exactly what we did with harder than hell. It's going to go, just be good. Pause, and back into the, as I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. Fills my head up pause here because again we're going into the same chord and you don't want it to sound monotonous. Louder. And then you're going to go into the chord progression of the chorus. It actually is the chorus. It's just the way you sing it, I guess, in almost like a different key. It just sounds a tiny bit different. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. Swear that you could hear it. It makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that throws me to the ground. Swear you could hear it. It makes such an almighty sound. And then from here on out, the chord progression is going to be this, that, this, and you would have an octave, but we ran out of white keyboard there, and then to G, which would again have an octave. So it's going to be louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. It's going to go from the... My bad. That is right. You're going to go louder than sirens. So you're in the chorus and it's normal chorus. Louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than. And this is where you go into that part. You're going to go sweeter than hell. So that's where you go. You go on when she kind of goes. And then you go exactly the same, and you're going to go into the as I move my feet, but it's going to be that chord progression from now on. As I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. Fills my head up and gets louder and louder. Fills my head up and gets louder and louder. As far as I know, hold on. Yeah, as far as I know, that's it. That's pretty much it. You're gonna go, fills my head up and gets louder, louder and louder. Or if you want, you could end with like, fills my head gets louder and louder. Something like that. But either way, there you go. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it helped. Any questions, just ask, and I love you all.